The pilots never left on their own. The flying decisions are ultimately the pilots, but all of the resources that are available to him or her prior to getting into the cockpit and flying, he's got a huge team of resources behind him.
Excellence in workplace health and safety can only be achieved through the active participation of all employees within the company.
Of course, safety being the prime word here, we want no accidents or incidents. So communication is the big thing. You have to be able to communicate between all the departments.
Welcome to Great Slave Helicopters, a proud member of the Discovery Air group of companies. Incorporated in 2004, Discovery Air is parent company to 6 wholly owned subsidiaries: Top Aces, Air Tindy, Hicks & Lawrence, Discovery Mining Services, and Discovery Air Technical Services, providing specialized air transport, logistics, and remote operations management services. Our shares have been listed on the TSX since 2006. With a fleet of over 60 aircraft, Great Slave Helicopters is the second largest rotary wing operator in Canada. In addition to our headquarters in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, and our southern operations base in Calgary, Alberta, we have developed a network of bases and partnerships across Canada. From southern Alberta to the eastern Arctic. Our head office in Yellowknife features an expansive 20,000 square foot maintenance and administration facility. Our parts inventory is the most extensive of its kind in Western Canada. Our light, medium, and intermediate single and twin engine helicopters are able to support an almost unlimited number of projects. We continue to maintain strong ties with federal, provincial, and territorial governments. Great Slave Helicopters' Western Canada Operations Base and Heavy Maintenance Facility operates from a 12,500 square foot facility at Calgary Springbank Airport. This base also conducts avionics support services, structural repairs, and component overhaul. Behind every one of our people lies years of training and knowledge. Since its inception in 1984, Great Slave Helicopters has flown tens of thousands of hours. Our experienced flight and maintenance crews safely and efficiently operate a diverse fleet of aircraft across Canada and throughout the world. Our pilots' average flight experience is well over 6,000 hours.
So if you think about it, flying is a motor skill, but it's the decisions that go into making the cockpit decisions long before you get into the cockpit that tend to add up. And it started out as cockpit resource management. It went to crew resource management.
Basically, in our training department, collectively there's 197 years of experience in the helicopter business.
You need to see the whites of their eyes. You need to see how they're thinking. You need to spend some time with that person and understand where they're at mentally and physically. And it's not necessarily only pilots, but it's all the components that go into it.
We have an IFR chief pilot as well. His responsibilities are focusing more on the 2-pilot training for the IFR, 2-pilot training for the VFR.
We spend another full day on reviewing emergency procedures and weather briefings.
We use flight safety for the 212 in Dallas, Texas, and a combination between flight safety and CAE in Phoenix for the A-Star simulator. We can do procedures in these simulators that we can only talk about on the real aircraft. We've worked actually quite a bit with CAE on developing their A-Star simulator, developing their training syllabus. We're staying above the curve here on our training. We do more than is required.
My name is Dwight Webb. I'm the Director of Maintenance of Great Slave Helicopters. I've been with Great Slave Helicopters for the past 23 years.
Well, my name is Mike Frieden. I've been an aircraft maintenance engineer for 10 years. All of our aircraft come through our Yellowknife main facility or our Calgary sub-base heavy overhaul facility every winter so that the machines are fresh to go out safely.
For corrective action plans, we use the root cause analysis to determine the root cause of the problem, and then we develop corrective action plans based on those findings.
16 hours is the closest town, which is Edmonton, Alberta, so we can't just go down the street and go to any of our major part suppliers. Every one of our sub-bases does have its own limited inventory there, which is able to support the fleet operating off those sub-bases, as well as any exploration camps operating within its area, so that parts availability is not an issue and safety is never compromised.
You know, you have a pilot out there in the field, but the whole thing is a complete team effort.
Our aircraft are equipped with the Latitude aircraft tracking system, which gives us every 2-minute updates.
The guys in OCC can pull up our aircraft anywhere in the world, really, because we've got operations from Peru to Baffin Island.
The Hawk Operations Command Center's program is an integral part of Great Slave Helicopter's safety management system.
They do all our flight following for us.
Left Fort Nelson, estimating Yellowknife in 2.5 hours. If you could update my flight plan.
He'll know what time they've departed, where they're going, passengers on board, and it's a huge resource to pilots because we've got those guys on call 24 hours a day.
Great Slave Helicopters continues its commitment to provide a safe and healthy working environment for all our employees and passengers.
There's a really good sense of teamwork with Great Slave Helicopters. Every employee, whether they're staff or their management, everyone has the obligation to be actively involved in the promotion of a safe work environment, not just for our staff, but for our clients as well.
The management team at Great Slave Helicopters get together at least once a week to discuss any issues that are affecting Great Slave Helicopters at the time.
It's very transparent in the operations department as to how we deal with each other. We pass information back and forth to each other constantly.
We have an excellent management team here, and everybody here has an open door policy. Everybody from production manager and the director of maintenance right up to the president of the company.
In 2007, Great Slave Helicopters adopted an integrated risk safety management system. And in doing that, we were able to meet all of Transport Canada's requirements, but it was also to introduce a risk-based approach to anything related to occupational health and safety, aviation safety, and just everything that we do day to day at Great Slave Helicopters.
We have a FOQA position, which is a Transport Canada mandated position. FOQA basically is Flight Ops Quality Assurance.
The Flight Operations Quality Assurance Program is a tool Great Slave Helicopters is using for operational risk assessment, reduction, and prevention. The FOQA department interacts with all other company departments for the purpose of monitoring and improving flight crew efficiency and safety.
New employees coming in, first of all, get a facilities orientation, and in that we go through all of Great Slave Helicopters' standard procedures and policies, and of course health and safety is integrated into that. Everything that we do is to promote the health and safety culture here.
The safety program and aircraft accident prevention programs adopted by Great Slave Helicopters consists of the systematic discovery, evaluation, and elimination of hazards to flight. Our program includes orientations and checkouts, including cockpit crew management training, pilot hazard reports, safety training, and safety surveys. Awards for superior safety-oriented performance and accident prevention measures, emergency response procedures, search and rescue plans, accident and incident reporting, and safety committee. With our experienced management team, safety management system, and highly skilled personnel in place, Great Slave Helicopters looks ahead to many new and exciting opportunities for growth, as well as a safe and prosperous future.